Yeah, my role with the academy, I do some work with the first grade halves and in terms of helping out Luke and Sam, but then also the future and the next generation of Roosters. There's some young halves coming through the academy, which Mitchell Orbison and the club have set up really well. So I think the club was great to me in my 2 years here at the club. So I think part of my role is to not only help the first grade team, but hopefully help the next generation of halves coming through. And I'll tell you what, there's some exciting talent, there's some good kids, and if they can learn some of the fundamental stuff, I think some of their high-end skill will complement it. It doesn't matter if you're playing under 17s, under 19s, or you're playing NRL or Origin football. There's a few fundamentals that halves sort of must do or become more consistent at to help them do the flair. Like we love seeing big side steps, we love seeing flair and line breaks, but some of the lead up work that goes into that is where some of the magic happens. And some of these young kids have all the talent, all the skill, all the high end stuff. If they can underpin that with some of the principles that Andrew Johns, Jonathan Thurston, Benji Marshall, some of the great halves have done over their careers, then it helps them when they come to game day. But they don't need to overthink it when they're playing. It's more the work that you do Monday to Friday, the repetition to become autopilot. So when you get into a game, it's basically you've seen it before and you're in a better position to take advantage of what the defence does. It's pretty impressive. Like you've got some 16, 17-year-old kids, like they are way advanced as, let's say, where I was when I was 16 or 17. They've got access to the first grade side in Trent Robinson and the coaching staff. They've got access to former Roosters like Mitchell Orbison and Jake Friend, part of the academy setup. So they're being coached, they're being taught the Roosters style and how it works and how to be a pro. And the earlier they can get that, obviously the better it is. And I think the Roosters Academy, the way they've set it up, it's almost sort of trying to future protect themselves in terms of having guys that understand the system, be taught some skills along the way, and if it's up to them, they can have a career out of it. The one thing I always think about is that the Roosters were great to me, so there's not enough I can do to repay that sort of faith and debt, but I enjoy it. Sometimes you work with the top end like Luke and Sam, and they don't listen to you, but then you work with some of the young kids and they absorb some of the information, which is a bit more enjoyable for my coaching role. But look, I think my work is less than 3%. It's really fundamental stuff, and my sort of touch points are here, far and everywhere. But Jake Friend, Mitchell Orbison, Trent Robinson and the rest of the coaching staff are the ones that do most of the work. They're the ones that have the basically 24/7 access and teaching them the rights and wrongs of rugby league and the Roosters style. So I enjoy my little role. If I can help any young kid or even some of the guys in first grade, I'm happy to do it because the Roosters were great to me.